In the wake of the Fukushima disaster in Japan, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission here held a public meeting Tuesday to discuss a task force report that recommends sweeping changes at America's 104 nuclear reactors. And this morning, CBS News chief investigative correspondent Armin Katayan is here with part 2 of his investigation into all of this. Armin, good morning.
Good morning, Rebecca. Yesterday, we brought you the story of whistleblower Ann Harris, a great-grandmother who's made it her life's calling to hold one Tennessee nuclear power plant accountable when it comes to safety. Today, we bring you more on the culture war at that facility, known as Watts Bar.
I reported safety and security problems.
Linda Nato worked for more than 20 years as a security guard for the Tennessee Valley Authority, patrolling the most secure areas of its nuclear power plants, including Watts Bar.
What do you want people to know?
I want people to know how we were treated. I'm not the only one. There was other people.
Over the years, hundreds of such people have found their way to Ann Harris's home. Long a safe haven for insiders seeking counsel from a 71-year-old former Watts Bar employee who has won a record 6 whistleblower lawsuits against the TVA.
Not on anybody's life would I let anybody know who come through here.
She's not alone. This 1986 report documents what investigators called widespread intimidation, harassment, and discrimination by TVA management, along with widespread mistrust.
He paid the ultimate price.
In the comfort of Ann Harris's kitchen, Janice Overall spoke of husband Curtis, an award-winning employee who helped run Watts Bar's unique ice containment system designed to prevent a nuclear meltdown. But in 1995, after Overall discovered what he believed were problems with the system, on the eve of Watts Bar's long-delayed startup, he got harassed with threatening notes.
This, I believe, was the very first one he got.
And even a fake bomb discovered in the back of his pickup. Battling a bad heart and deep depression, Overall died in 2007 at the age of 56, without proof of who had harassed him. Bill McCollum is the current chief operating officer of the TVA.
Do you feel you have now a culture where people feel comfortable coming forward? Because that hasn't been the case in the past.
Our culture today is safety is our highest value. And our surveys and assessments of the culture here at Watts Bar support that over 95% of the people do feel comfortable in raising any of those sorts of issues today.
That's news to attorney Lynn Bernabé, who specializes in whistleblower lawsuits.
It has turned out that I've had represented more whistleblowers at TVA than any other place.
Bernabé told CBS News that's more than 60 people since the 1980s, at least 8 since the TVA says it beefed up its employee feedback program a decade ago.
People are terrified to come forward at TVA. It's just like back in 1985. Nothing has changed.
Nato informed her supervisors that other security guards at Watts Bar were sleeping on the job. In 2008, she was fired for what was termed inappropriate, abusive communication behavior. She thinks it was retaliation.
I was told by one of the supervisors that I am above average clean, I'm too moral, and I'm paranoid and eccentric.
The whole regulatory system is based on a self-reporting by the utility employees. If those employees are scared of coming forward, you're not going to get the safety problems reported, and you're going to have a plant that is not safe.
We spoke with another whistleblower. Her name is Gail Richards, and she told us she was too afraid to appear on camera for, quote, and I'm quoting here, fear of further risk of retaliation for me and my family by the TVA and the NRC. Rebecca.
That's serious allegations and serious stuff there, Armin. What's the headline then out of yesterday's NRC meeting?
Well, the chairman, Greg Yasko, spoke to the publicly about it, and he really wants these changes, these sweeping changes, which affect these plants in a very basic way, much like in Fukushima, where they would just really strengthen the basic core of these plants. He wants these changes done within 90 days. Not surprisingly, the industry is pushing back and saying that the changes are premature and they're lacking in analysis. And when I say changes done in 90 days, he wants a vote on those changes in 90 days.
A vote on them. All right, Armin Katayan, as always, we appreciate it. Good reporting.
Bet.